This ought to be fun. Give it a minute or so. We'll see what happens here. Hello? Okay, that's right, kiddies. Do you want this? Welcome to 1978. Pittsburgh Pirates at the LA Dodgers trying to break a jinx. We have Blyleven versus Happy Hooten. And let us introduce the rest of the lineup today, folks. And here we go. Starting first with the Pittsburgh Pirates, and they have a dangerous pair sitting on top. Frank Tavares is batting shortstop. He has 1 home run, he's batting .319. We can bring him up if we have to. We'll bring him up as we go along. And Omar Moreno is batting only .263. They're both space-stealing threats perennial. Dave Parker will be batting third. Has 8 home runs, leads the Pirates in that category, batting .369, playing right field. John Milner will be playing left field. He has 4 home runs, batting .302. Pops Willie Stargell will be playing first base. He has 6 home runs, and he has quite a few game winners. And that will be our catcher today. Phil Garner, who's playing third base, he's also batting .311. Mario Mendoza, the man who they invented the name for, will be playing second base. That's right, this is the man who was named for the Mendoza line. And the pitcher is Bert Blyleven, carrying right now a current record of 4-1, has an ERA of 2.94. For the LA 1978 Dodgers, Vic Davalillo, who is still floating around here, is playing left field, batting .222. Bill Russell will be at shortstop, batting .315. Reggie Smith, batting .239, has 6 home runs, playing right field. Ron Cey, batting .274, he has 5 home runs. Steve Garvey will be playing first base, 6 home runs, .353 average. Rick Monday right behind him with 5 home runs and a .274 average. Lee Lacy will be playing second base with .257 average. Jerry Grote's the catcher, or Grote, however you want to pronounce him. The ex-Met, he'll be batting he's playing catcher, .235. And Bert Happy Hooten will be our pitcher. He is also 4-1. 2.89 ERA. Both these pitchers are capable of throwing complete games. Anybody who's played the 2018 season knows exactly what my attitude is about that. So, without further ado, let's get ourselves up in here. We'll execute the transactions as we always do. And in my hot little hand, I've got something of a score pad, so I can keep up on the game myself, which is always cool. That'd be kind of nice. And set the lineups up as we already did. And as I explained it real quick for our Pittsburgh Pirate folks, let's look at a couple of these characters already. Oh, we will. And we will. This is Frank Tavares. So far he has got, for really, he had 46 stolen bases, got caught quite a few times. Right now he has 9, he's been caught 6. His steal probability is just excellent. You'll see it when we get him on, if we can get him on base. That's the key. We have to be able to get him on base. Omar Moreno is right behind him. He had 11 and 10, but don't let this man fool you even at age 30. This is right now. This is during our simulated stats. He has 11 stolen bases and he was caught 10 times. He gets caught a lot, but look at his real stolen bases. Game plays well with these two characters. They are both speed demons, so they are nothing but help each other out. Again, Blyleven is the pitcher, and we'll bring up his information real quick. Pitching wise, he went 14 and 10 for real in 1978 for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Right now I've got him at 4-1. He has 37 strikeouts, 15 walks so far. Not a bad average. About every almost 3 to 1. Getting there, 294. Has thrown 3 wild pitches though. And that is our Pittsburgh Pirates staff. For our LA Dodgers, the guy to want to look at, believe it or not, is Reggie Smith. He's having, for the 1978 league here in Digital Diamond, he's having a resurgence. He batted 295, 29 home runs, 93 RBIs. I've got him on pretty much on that case except for the batting average. 7 doubles, 6 home runs, not doing badly. And Happy Hooten is also 4-1. He went 19-10 for real in 1978 for the Dodgers. I've got him at 4-1. He has 19 strikeouts. Doesn't strike out nearly as many, but he's very effective. Has tendency to give up a little bit of long ball though. About 1 home run every 7 innings. Decent whip for a starting pitcher and a decent ERA. So that's what we got looking at right now. Without further ado, let's play ball. Pittsburgh is currently 15-16. The LA Dodgers are 25-7. If you look in either the Pittsburgh Gazette or the LA Times, you will find that as of May 16th, because I've got these dates on here, and I got to find it real quick, and there we go. Give you a sec here, guys. I'll tell you right now. And not counting Monday's results, which is the Pittsburgh paper, I have Pittsburgh at 14-16 before the results, so I'm right on time with them. I've got a 31st game, not sure where that came from, and I know I can't chase it down, so I'm not going to worry about it. And the Dodgers were 18-14, so Pittsburgh got pretty much right on, spot on. Not bad for an old man. Hello, Bobby Catalano, and how are you doing today, dear girl? Good to see you. Good to see your smiling face here today. Here we go. First pitch, Frank Tavares, Burt Hooten. And it is going to be a 407 going to Frank Tavares. As we get this going. And the game, he's batting .319, as I said. And he's got a good punch on that one there. Pitch is on its way. Hit high in the air to left center field. Mundy is calling it in. And he reaches up and makes the grab. One down here at the top first inning here at Chavez Ravine if you're an old LA Angel fan. Dodger Stadium if you're a Dodger fan. Omar Moreno's coming up, batting .263. He has 11 steals, 20 RBIs, and here we go. And this one here is an 808. Excuse me. That's on the button towards first base. Gets past Garvey, heading down that line. Smith is in there quickly though for it, and he grabs it and throws it back in, and Omar Moreno is on with a base hit. He is a clear threat to steal at any time in this game, and he has been known to, I've known to do it, but known to get caught too. Dave Parker is at the plate. He is batting currently .369, 8 home runs, 32 RBIs. Here is the pitch. Come on, everybody in. And that's the lead, 4-1-8. He's got a good lead. He knew this was coming. And he has lead. There's a throw from Grody. They got Moreno. They shut down the Pirates' speed down right off the bat. And caught stealing on Moreno. Grody 2-4 on that play. Two to four as he throws it, fires it up to Lacey, and Parker is up there now all by himself with 2 down. Here is the pitch to Dave Parker. And it is a 662. Here we go, and that went way outside. He respected Parker enough, but got it too far out. They end up walking the man. First walk given up by Burt Hooten this game here. Coming up to bat will be John Milner. John Milner is also batting .300. Good bunter, both 2 out. We don't need him to bunt. Here is the pitch to John Milner. That is not good. Okay, that's a .495 to John Milner. And that's Hooten delivers. That's fly ball out towards left field. Davalillo has to range back towards the warning track and makes the grab on the run. And a 1-2-3 inning for the LA Dodgers. No runs, 1 hit, 1 runner left on base. And at the end of the top of the first inning, it is Pittsburgh Pirates nothing, and the LA Dodgers coming to bat. 2 up for the Dodgers, Vic Davalillo, Russell, and Reggie Smith. Burt Blyleven is on the mound today. Excellent control, has a whip of only 1. Struck out 37, walked 15. 4-1 record. Vic Davalillo, so far he's not played that much. He's been 222. He's more like a substitute. This is a Monday night game, by the way, folks. Here is the pitch to Davalillo. And it is a 0-1-1. Blyleven brings it, swing and a miss on that hook. And we have 1 down, struck out, and Davalillo has struck out. Oh, hang on here. Oh, man. Okay. Timeout. Oh. Honey Bunny got me a brand new table and I knocked it over by accident. Right now I'm going to use it for my score pad, but eventually I'm going to put up a second PC. And that way there I can keep up with the chat while I'm also playing the game. Covered bat is Bill Russell's batting .315 for the LA Dodgers. Has 2 stolen bases. Excellent hitter. Good record against right-handers. His .300. He's better against lefties, obviously. And here is the pitch to Russell. And it is a 0-6-6. Coming on in, here we go. Another swing and a miss. Got him on a fast, got a high heat on the fastball. And we have 2 down, and Blyleven seems to be on his game tonight. 2 strikeouts here for the Pittsburgh Pirates pitcher. Covered bat is Reggie Smith. Reggie Smith's batting .239, not having one of the best of his seasons as the old switch hitter, as he's heading on down towards the retirement area for his baseball career. Blyleven is at the mound. Here is the pitch. And it is a 4-3-3. That's sharply hit on a line drive ball. Tavares has to get over there towards second base. And he's on the run and makes the running grab on that one and gets the 3rd out. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base at the end of 1 full. It is Pittsburgh nothing, the Dodgers nothing. And nah, it didn't break. It's an easy one to put together. Honey Bunny got it at a place that people call Martin's. It's a salvage store, and she could have paid $4 or $5 for it. You just had to hook the legs back on. It's real easy. I'm doing fine, living life as I can. At these days, clearing ice, which I shouldn't be doing. Anybody's going to kill me for that one. But I had to do something. I just had to bring up something here real quick. And there's methods by madness. In the real game, the Dodgers won it. Pittsburgh had a terrible time in the 70s with Dodger Stadium, so, which is funny as hell. It really is. Okay, so I got to bring up May 15th. 78. Yep. There we go. Burt Blyleven ended up being, it was like 2-3 at the time. Burt Hooten, I'm not sure at the time what his record was. The Dodgers won this 7-6 tonight. They scored 3 in the bottom of the 9th to win it. Don't know if that's going to happen here, and we're not going to worry about it. Okay, coming up will be Willie Stargell, Pops, Ed Ott, and Phil Gardner, who used to play for Milwaukee and Oakland. Willie Stargell's ready. He's batting .329. He is having a career year yet. He's better known in 1979 more than 1978. I've been following him since the 1960s. Always liked him. And he got a 6-3-1. And he hits a high flyer out there at the dunker coming in the right field. Dan Smith got the jump on that one. He figured it was coming away as he heard the bat. And we have one down on the fly ball. He was able to get away. Nice hustle by Reggie Smith on the grab. Ed Ott's our catcher today for the Pittsburgh Pirates. He is currently batting .301. Has an excellent bat. He's a left-handed hitter, has excellent against right-handers. He's batting .313 against right-handers this season. Here we go. Here's the pitch by Hooten. And it is a 9-1-1. Ed Ott's got all that one. Base hit for the man. And he gets right down in front. It drops in right in front of Blyleven to wait for him there. And Ott is on with the base hit. Second hit of the game for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Due up to bat is Phil Gardner. Phil Gardner's batting so far .311 this season. Very even on both sides of the plate against pitchers. Ed Ott is at first. He's got a little bit of a lead going on there. And here is the pitch to Gardner. And it is an 880. Phil Gardner got a hold of that one, but it's heading out towards left field as he pulled it a little bit. That's looping into shallow left, and Sale's going out. Blyleven's going to come in, and it's going to drop in between them. Ott takes a wide turn. He's going to head back to second real quick, and Gardner will stay back there at first, and we have runners on first and second. The Pittsburgh Pirates are threatening here early in the game. Due up is Mario Mendoza. There is one out. And we're going to see if we can try to bump these guys along. No, we can't. So I don't have Pittsburgh. I'm not Pittsburgh. So we're going to pitch. He may still end up going for a bunt. Here is the pitch to Mario Mendoza. And they're going to see if they get a lead on somebody here. That's not going to happen. That out will be kept a second. He bluffed, and he had a corner of his eye. He watched as Bill Russell tried to sneak in behind him. Here's the pitch to Mendoza. And it is a 7-6-9. And he is hit. He gets drilled a little bit. He was playing a little bit tight, and he got hit in the ribs. Bases are loaded here. One down. Dodgers are out there. They're going to bring the infield in. They're going after Blyleven. See what's going to happen here. Diamond's loaded. There's no place for a bunt if he tries to be a squeeze play. See if he can squeeze the run in with Ed Ott at third base. Not one of the faster runners in the game. Here is the pitch to Burt Blyleven. And it is a 9-2-6. That's a line shot. Gets past Russell over second base. They're going to see if they can wave Gardner in. That's already in the score. Gardner they're going to send in. And Money's got the ball coming back. Green light. The run's coming in. And strong throw. They nailed Gardner at the plate. We have two down. But Mario Mendoza takes over third. Blyleven will go to second on the throw. A run does come in to score. Ed Ott scores. Gardner is out. 8-2. And so you got going on here. Blyleven helps his own cause. And there we go. And it's 1-0 Pittsburgh here. Coming at the bat, we are back to the top of the order. Frank Tavares. Last time up, he flew out to center field. And here is the pitch. Runners on second and third. And it is a 9-6-2. The Pittsburgh Pirates is still whacking away at the ball. Tavares has got this one here, heading back out towards center field. Coming and picking up his Rick Money. And Blyleven's being waved around. Mendoza scores, and the Pirates have scored 3 runs. Coming up is Omar Moreno. Last time up, he got a base hit and was caught stealing. Tavares is at first, and he's also a huge threat to steal a base. Here is the pitch to Tavares. Hit and run. And Hooten turns over to the runner. Popped up just behind the plate. Brody flips his mask out of the way. Makes the grab. But to end the inning. But at the end of, there's 3 runs on 3 hits. 1 runner left on base. Missed somebody. There we go. No, it did. Okay. Hang on, I gotta figure out my scoreboard real quick. I think I messed up one here. Yep, I did. Okay. All right. Oh, that's right. Okay. Alrighty, got it. Just made a mistake on Pops. He is 0 for 1. That's what I did. Okay, had to relook at my scoreboard. Made a mistake. That's how it happened. Ron Say's coming up to bat here in the bottom of the second inning. Hooten's Blyleven's back on the mound. 3-0 so far, Pittsburgh. Ron Say is batting .274, steady hitter for the Dodgers this season. Here is the pitch. It is a 5-3-7. Say's got a piece of that ball. He navigates out to left field. And Milner's waiting for it to come on in. Handles it very easily for the out. And we have 1 down. Coming to bat is Steve Garvey. Steve Garvey's batting .353 for the Dodgers this year. 6 home runs, 32 RBIs. He is in a match in the race for the most RBIs. George Foster's leading the league in home runs very easily this season. Here is the pitch to Steve Garvey. And it is a 7-4-5. That's heading out towards right field as he got on the way to the field on a cross hit there, and he gets it and picks it up right over there for Parker. Gets in front of him, and we have the first base hit for the Dodgers. Okay, right there. There we go. All right. There we go. Okay. Rick Mundy's coming to bat. He is batting .274 so far for the Dodgers also. 5 home runs, 31 RBIs. The Dodgers have been, like I said, steady all season. That's why they are the best team right now in baseball. Here is the pitch. And it is an 8-9-8. That's hitting out there. It looks like it's going to elude, and they're going to hold Garvey up. That's hit on the button, and it was trying to elude Parker, but base hit for Rick Money. He gets it on back, and he fires it back in. Parker keeps the runners from going any further than what they did. Second hit of the inning for the LA Dodgers. Looks like they're threatening back. Lee Lacy's batting .257 for the Dodgers. He has 1 stolen base, no runs, 2 RBIs. He's just getting himself into the season for the Dodgers. Here is the pitch to Lee Lacy. And it is a 9-4-3, and the Dodgers are also not coming back on this game. And we may be switching. Get ready for loud noises. And that's going to come off the wall. It gets way back there into center field because off that rear wall, they're going to see they got Monday's or Lacy's yeah. Say's coming in, Monday's coming around, and it is a Lacy's taking on with the double, and that takes the wall here. Wave money run, and he comes on in. It's offline. He is safe. The Dodgers put 2 runs on here. Garvey scores. Lacy is at third base after the throw. We have 1 out, runner on third, and the Dodgers are looking to tie this one up. Coming up is Jerry Grody. Lee Lacy with a clutch double here already in the bottom of the second inning. Don't think this is going to be a pitcher's duel, kiddies. Due up is Jerry Grody, ex of the Mets, batting .235 this season, home run, 2 RBIs. He hasn't had to work that hard. I believe he's the backup catcher. I believe Yeager is the catcher right now. It's before Ferguson came in. Here is the pitch. And it's a 9-6-2. That is heading out that way. Off speed, fly ball heading out center field. It's getting way over towards right center field. Marino can't get it in time, and it gets past him again. Hits up towards the wall. Score from third is Lacey. Grody will take second base, and we have tied this game up. Back-to-back doubles by the Dodgers have tied the game up here, and Blyleven is in trouble. Facing off against Bert Hooten. Bert Hooten's had, so far this season, batting 0-0-0. So neither one of the two pitchers has been able to get a hit so far yet. Here is the pitch to Happy Hooten. And it is a 7-8-2. Now they try to get him on. Try to see if they can get Grody over towards third. 483-2. Happy Hooten. He hits that out there to center field. Going on, and it's a deep under center field, and Moreno's just drifting back, makes the easy grab. We have 2 down. Due up is Vic Davalillo. Vic Davalillo struck out his first time up. Yeah, we're going to make some moves here. There we go. Okay. I have a weird setup in my house. So, got a nice corner table here. Got Opus sitting in front of me. I'm happy. Here's the pitch. And it is a 7-7-4. Davalillo's got it firing off. It looks like it's heading towards right field. And it's going to be hitting the right field. It's going to be a base hit. Parker comes on over, picks it up. They're going to wave Grody across to see if he can get over. And he's going to have some. Parker's had some troubles. He couldn't get that ball quick enough. And Grody is going to score as Parker couldn't get the ball out of his glove. The Dodgers take a 4-3 lead here in the bottom of the second inning. Due up is Bill Russell. Vic Davalillo so far has helped the cause. This game got into it looks like he's going to get into a not a pitcher's duel in a real quick hurry. So, here we go. Here is the pitch to Bill Russell. He is 0 for 1. He also struck out one of Hooten's 2 strikeouts. Here is the pitch, or Blyleven's. Here is the pitch by Blyleven. And it's a 5-4-4. And here comes the payoff pitch on 3-2 count. Hit high in the air to Parker at right field, but he is settling in, waits for the ball to come on in. Makes the grab, and he gets the third out. But the damage has been done. Damage, unfortunately, has been done. And the Dodgers put 4 runs across on 5 hits. 1 runner left on base at the end of 2 full. It is the Los Angeles Dodgers 4, the Pittsburgh Pirates 3. We have got ourselves a ball game, folks. W. Voggs, welcome here. Beats, glad to see you. And, of course, Daddy Scott Howard. I knew you'd like Dodger baseball. Welcome to it. And this is Dodger Stadium. I already announced that earlier. It's Chavez Ravine if you were an old Los Angeles Angels fan. It's not Ebbets Field, but it'll do today. So we got a 4-3 lead. I'm glad the gang's starting to show up. W. Voggs, welcome to Cardiac League Baseball. If it goes the way it should, it probably will be. We are in the top of the 3rd inning. Happy Hooten's on the mound. Dave Parker's at the plate. He walked his first time up in the 1st inning. And here is the pitch to Parker. And it is a 3-3-5. At the belt, swung on, that's looped into shallow left. Stays going out. Davalillo's coming in. Davalillo keeps coming in. Gets it out of the way. Makes the running grab and a knee-high catch and grits the ball. It gets it Parker out on a very tough out to Dave Parker. Due up will be John Milner. John Milner flew out to right field his last time up. We are in the top of the 3rd inning here at Dodger Stadium. Beautiful night here at LA. Here is the pitch to John Milner. And it is a 0-0-4. Hooten's bearing down, looks down, gets a good sign. The pitch and strike 3 called. Milner just watched it go by him on the black. We have 2 down. First strikeout of the game for Happy Hooten to match up with his lone walk. I just put that in the wrong scoring block. There we go. And we have 2 down here in the top 3rd inning. First inning started out good. 2nd inning went to straight Donnybrook. Willie Stargell's up here. Pops last time he flew out. I believe he did. And here we go. Here's the pitch by Hooten to Willie Stargell. And it's a 2-9-5. That is heading out towards Mr. Smith on a line drive, and he has to run on in, snares it almost at his head, and comes on out, makes the grab. We have 3 down. A 1-2-3 inning for the Pittsburgh Pirates or the LA Dodgers, however you want to look at it. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. We're going into after 2.5 innings. It is Pittsburgh 3-5-0, the Dodgers 4-5-0. Due up for the LA Dodgers, Reggie Smith, Ron Cey, and Steve Garvey. D. Scott, for your information, in my 1978 league that I'm running right here, as you can see it, the Dodgers are the best team in baseball right now. In the actual National League, they were 18-12 as of this. They were 18-13. Keep in mind that I'm not playing. I don't have to worry about rainouts. So I've got the schedule running the way it should. Reggie Smith is due up. Last time up, he flew out to left field, and then the deluge started with 4 straight hits. Here is the pitch to Mr. Smith. Ex of the Red Sox. 4-8-9. And that's heading out that way towards left field. It's in the air, deep left field. Miller's heading it down there towards that corner, and he makes the grab. 1 down here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Due up will be the Penguin, Ron Cey. Ron Cey also flew out to left field last time up. So far, guys, in this game, I have not yet to have a ground ball out. Just so you know. Everything's been high flies. It's almost like they play these 2 guys as more fly ball than ground ball. It happens. It's one of those games. Ron Cey is up. Here is the pitch. So they are getting him up, and it is a 0-5-5. Ron Cey is looking. Blyleven delivers, and that strike 3 hits that inside corner. Outbrained it a little bit, but he's able to sneak it back in. The umpire bought it. Umpire bought into that one, and Ron Cey is out. Strikeout, the 3rd strikeout for Blyleven on a frame job by Ed Ott. Very good, very smart play, Ed. Steve Garvey's coming up, and he was out here starting to lose. You got a base hit right off the bat here in the 2nd inning. Scored on a double by Lee Lacy. Here is the pitch. And it is a 9-4-9. And Garvey may be hot, keeping his hot streak going. That's going to be heading out that way. And it's swung on. That is a high drive to right field and deep. Parker's going back, but he gets over the track. Ball kept right on going, and it hits the wall. Bounce back into Parker's glove. There goes Garvey. Garvey's on his way, slides into second base, and Garvey has his 2nd hit of the game. The heart of the order, Steve Garvey has just literally improving his average. He was batting .353 when he started this game. Probably right now up towards .359. He is not the league leader. Rick Monday's coming up. He is 1 for 1 today. He also got a base hit in the 2nd inning. Scored a run. Here is the pitch to Rick Monday. And it is an 8-3-7. And Monday crosses off, gets over towards left field side, gets past Gardner just barely into left field, and Miller's doing everything he can to cut it off the end. He holds Monday to a single. Garvey's being waved around and coming on in, and he will score the 5th Dodger run of the game. And it's a possibility we may be looking at a short inning or short outing for Blyleven, a very rarity gear in 1978. ERA is just inflated up about another 3/4 of a point. Lee Lacey's is up. He has got 2 RBIs, scored a run, and has a double. His first time up, improves his average to 278. Blyleven is not looking good. Runner on first base. There is 2 down. Monday's at first. Here is the pitch. And it is a 6-3-9. 6-3-9. Clint, do it right. There you go. And he taps that one off on the payoff pitch. Little liner over towards left field. And Miles Miller got a great jump and closes it up in a hurry. Makes the grab. 3 down, but the Dodgers score another run on 2 hits. They leave a man on base. At the end of 3 full, it is the Dodgers 5, Pirates 3. Coming to bat for the Pirates will be Ed Ott, Phil Gardner, and Mario Mendoza. Tough game we got going on here. That's true. D. Scott, that is true. Third oldest in the major leagues, that's right. Behind 2 cathedrals. Wrigley Field and the Cathedral, for anybody who wants to know. Okay, Fenway. We are at the top of the 4th inning on a weird game, 5-3 Dodgers. They are just trying to pour it on. Burt Blyleven is just having one of his worst outings going. Hooten's coming up. Hooten's on the mound. Here is the pitch to Ed Ott. And it is a 9-8-4. And he got all of that one. That ball is absolutely crushed. Davleo didn't even bother turning. Davleo just turned around and just watched it. He never moved. And Ed Ott has got his home run. Into left field. It is now a 5-4 game. Second home run of the season, I believe, for Mr. Ott. Due up here is Phil Gardner. There is no out on a 5-4 game. And as I mentioned earlier on this game, it was LA Dodgers 7, Pittsburgh 6. And I think it's time I go a little crazy after this inning. We'll see what we can do here. Here is the pitch. It's a 464 to Phil Gardner. And he tried to get the same thing, but he got it too far underneath. The ball flips to a high fly ball to left field. Davleo has to come on in for this one. Makes the grab, and we have 1 down in the top of the 4th inning. Mario Mendoza is our next batter. Last time up, he got a base hit. Knocked in one and scored a run. Actually, he got in on... No, he got hit by a pitch ball and scored a run. Here is the pitch. He was a little bit too far inside, got hit in the ribs. And it is a 569. Hooten turns. Here we go. As they get on John, then they line hard over the shortstop. And Russell's right there to make the snap. And we have 2 down. Second line drive pitch hit to Russell this game. Coming up is Burt Blyleven. Burt Blyleven finally got a base hit his first time up. Knocked in a run. Scored one himself in the 2nd inning. Oh, I did it again. Never mind. Stay right there. Don't move. Okay. And here is the pitch to Blyleven. It's a 4-2-4. He got a hold of that one. And a hard ground ball up the middle. Nice stop by Russell as he heads towards second base. Fluff gets on a running play. Fires as Garvey makes the catch. And we have a 3 down. That is the first ground ball out in the game. Bill Russell heads over towards second base. Makes the grab. Fires it to first immediately on the run. And he makes the play to Garvey. We're at the end of 3.5 innings. And due up for the Dodgers. One run, one hit, a home run by Edot. Nobody left on base. It is the LA Dodgers 5, Pittsburgh Pirates 4. We are having a Donnybrook here in 1978. Hang on, I just lost the dice. Nope, no, I didn't. Okay. Hand slipped. Okay. Everybody up. There you go. All right. Getting used to my sort of new setup here, so I do apologize, guys. I really do. Kind of laxing here, and I do apologize. But for all our great Pittsburgh fans, just to let you know, and shop daily at the Clothing Warehouse over at Miracle Mile Shopping Center next to David Wise's over in Monroeville on Route 22 East. Get your knit shirts for $6.99. They are sold nationally, normally at $14. And you get Famous Maker sports coats at polyester coats at $29. Yes, you too can have that polyester look when you go to the disco. And even blazers for $49, normally $85. Yes, that is the Clothing Warehouse in Monroe, Pennsylvania, Route 22, next to David Weiss at the Miracle Mile Shopping Center. They take Bank AmeriCard and Master Charge. Back to our game, folks. Al Red Sox, welcome to the crew, guys. I'm glad you guys showed up tonight. I really am. I gratefully appreciate it. If I sounded snarky last night, and I probably did, I apologize to all my guys. Just was a little snarky, but I was getting tired too, so I do apologize. But I wanted to do this one here for... I thought I wanted to do a Pittsburgh game for Beatles, so welcome him home. That's what this is for, guys, okay? Who wins, I don't care. You know me, I play the game. But this is for Beatles to welcome him home back to the United States. Welcome home, Beats. This one's for you. I wish I could have done it in 1908, but it didn't happen. Jerry Gross coming up to bat. He is 1 for 1, had a double. Has an RBI, scored a run himself. Here is the pitch to Grody. Blyleven's up in the 4th inning. We're trying to get him at least into the 5th. And this one is a 9-4-7. This is not looking good for Blyleven here in this game. That's heading out towards left field. And John Miller says, see if he's got on his horse. Line drive. Miller takes it on a short hop, fires it back in quickly, and Grody's on with his second hit of the game. Coming up to bat is Bert Hooten. No out. The corners are in. Hooten's got an 85% chance to make a decent bunt. And I tell you what, I've had it worse. And I've had it happen. Here we go, guys. And Bert Hooten may make this one. Grody's on his way to first. He scores bunt, gets it done. It's a beauty. Just rolls and stops right in front of the mound. Blyleven must get to it in a hurry. Handy turn flips, fires over to Stargell, gets Hooten out by a step. Grody will take second base on a quick play because that ball just died in that infield. Makes you wonder what the groundskeepers were doing, but whatever they were doing, they did it right. Short bunt, beautifully played. Blyleven had to come rush to get it, and they were able to get Hooten on a bang-bang at first base. Due up is Vic Davalillo. Vic Davalillo is 1 for 2. Struck out, got a base hit. The Dodgers are batting around for the 3rd time this game, as you can see. Blyleven so far has only given up 3 strikeouts. He is yet to give up a walk. Here is the pitch. And it is an 8-9-4. That's heading out towards right field. Parker looks like he's maybe coming in on a fastball. That's tapped in for a base hit. Coming up to get it will be Parker. They're going to hold Grody at 3rd. Grody will take 3rd base. Davalillo will take 2nd base. There is 1 down here. And Davalillo gets his 2nd base hit of the game. Coming in is Bill Russell. He is 0 for 2. He has struck out and flown out to Dave Parker. Infield is up to the Pirates. What they're going to do here, because I do not have control of the Pirates. If it was me, I'd have the infield in. Runners on 1st and 2nd. Davalillo's got a good shot to try to steal a base. Might be able to see if we can get him along. And he is not going to make it. They throw to first, and Davalillo just gets back. That'll take that step off that lead. Russell's at the plate. He is ready. Blyleven's ready. Okay. And it is a 594. And that's it out there towards shallow right field. So no one's going to be able to move as Parker comes on in, makes the grab, and that holds the runners up. Coming up to bat as I walk around grabbing dice because I'm dropping them all over the place. God, if you think I was a drunk, I apologize. I haven't had a drink in 42 years. Alright, sorry about that, guys, for making a mess of this game. I really do apologize for this. Very un-me, as everybody knows. So I do apologize. There we go, put that one back. Alright, coming up will be Reggie Smith. Reggie Smith so far today has flown out twice. Lined out and flown out. Runners on first and third. 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Here is the pitch. And it is a 4-4-3. And Reggie Smith gets on that ball, then he delivers and it's stripped out of slot base. And Mendoza picks it up, guns Smith down at first base. And Stargell had to do a little toe dance that bag. He got the ball up high. Stargell gets down back in time, and Reggie Smith is out. At the end of 4 full innings, it is the Pittsburgh Pirates 4, the LA Dodgers 5. Due up to bat for the Pittsburgh Pirates will be Taveras, Moreno, and Parker. 2 I still want to call the most dangerous hitters in there. There we go. Yeah, I know you're right. I have coffee. I have Diet Snapple. As I have to drink that. Dave, what's going on with your phone dying at the rink? My God, are you at the rink again? Holy mackerel, poor guy. Welcome to the game, Dave. Hope everything's fine. Alrighty, here we go. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Hooten's back on the mound here. They're both pitching. This is turning out into a pitcher's duel, but it's turning into a decent game, which is always nice. Taveras is at the plate. Taveras so far has flown out, and he's gotten the base hit. One of the most dangerous base steals, and he's not even leading the Pirates in steals. Omar Moreno is. Here is the pitch to Frank Taveras. And it is A's. Here we go. So far he's 1 for 2. That's correct with one of the RBIs. 0-5-7. And he rocks it first. And he snuck it in there on Taveras. Got it down there at the knees. And Taveras is glaring at the umpire on his way over. That is Hooten's 2nd strikeout of the game. Frank Taveras didn't like the call, but he was not going to argue with it as Pittsburgh is trying to get it back in the game, get up to 500 this season for the first time. Omar Moreno is coming to bat. He is 1 for 2. Reached on a base hit in the 1st inning and was gunned down trying to steal 2nd. And he flew out in the 2nd, and he flew out a 2nd time up in the 3rd to end the 2nd inning. Here is the pitch. And it is a 2-5-7. Here we go. Here comes the pitch. Hit hard right at Lacey. Plays it on a huge high hop. Manages to get down there and fires over to Garvey for the out. Great snag by Lacey to keep the ball in the infield. On the high hop, it could have gotten over his head real easily out there towards right field into a base hit. Lacey makes another great play for 2nd base for the Dodgers. Coming to bat will be Big Dave Parker. Big Dave Parker so far today is 0 for 1 with a walk. Blown out to left field his last time up. Hooten's on the mound. He is ready. Here is the pitch to Parker. And it is a 2-0-4. Parker gets a piece of the ball. May have gotten underneath it. Got a little too far underneath it. Getting into shallow center field. Monday has to come on in. makes the great play, and we have 3 down. Bert Hooten's now finally starting to settle down here for the LA Dodgers. Coming to bat for the LA Dodgers here in the bottom of the 5th is Ron Cey, Steve Garvey, and Rick Mundy. We are in the bottom of the 5th. It is an official game, so regardless of whether they have an earthquake or not, the game counts. Due up here again is Ron Cey. Ron Cey today is 0 for 2. He has flown out and struck out. He's one of the few Dodgers that do not have a hit and has not reached base. Blyleven's ready. They're trying to hold this game down. Here is the pitch. And it is a 4-2-1. Cey gets a piece of that ball as he's heading out towards left field in a high fly ball. He thinks he got all of it, and Miller's right there waiting for it towards the back, towards the warning track, makes the grab. We have 1 down here in the bottom 5th inning. Steve Garvey's coming to bat. Like I said, he was batting .353 when he started this game. He's now at .362. I believe he's in 2nd place in hitting in the National League. I gotta look. I think it's Dave Winfield's leading the National League. He's one of the few players that has a 400 average. I got 2 players left with 400 averages. One in the American League, one in the National League. Steve Garvey. Blyleven's ready. Here is the pitch. Oh, hello. And it is a 152. Blyleven's ready, getting over there. Here comes the pitch, and Garvey swings and misses on a beautiful slider by Bert Blyleven. That is his 4th strikeout of the game. And he finally got Steve Garvey out. Steve Garvey has scored 2 runs so far this game for the LA Dodgers. Rick Mundy is coming to bat. He is 2 for 2. Has an RBI, scored a run himself. Blyleven's starting to get looks like maybe getting his confidence back in this game. Here is the pitch to Rick Mundy. And it is a 688. Blyleven shakes it off. Ready now. Here comes the pitch. And ball 4. He finally gets his first walk of the game. And Rick Mundy is on for the 3rd time this game. Coming to bat will be Lee Lacy. Mundy draws a walk, takes first base. Lee Lacy is up. He's got a double with ball to right left field. He's been hitting the ball well today. Blyleven's on the mound. Here is the pitch to Lacy. 9-3-5. And no, they hold up Mundy at the bag. Trying to steal a step. Not ready. Look out. It's a wild pitch. Gets up and away from Ott. Wild pitch. Mundy gets the thing to second base. He'll take second. And Blyleven's just shaking his head. The ball slipped out of his hand. Went high. Ott wasn't ready for it. Lacy's ready. Blyleven's ready. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. And 3-2-8. Lacy's waiting. Blyleven delivers and swung on. That's going to be a hard line drive right at Travers as he gets to take the ball away while he's heading towards 3rd base side. Makes the flash grab, and we have 3 down. No runs, no hits, 1 runner left on base. At the end of 5 full, we have the LA Dodgers 5 runs, 9 hits, no errors. For the Pittsburgh Pirates, 4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors. Coming to bat for the Pittsburgh Pirates will be John Miller, Willie Stargell, and Ed Ott. We have got ourselves a game. Good night, Bobby. Take care. I hope you enjoyed the game for the little bit that you saw. And I thank you for coming, Bobby. Thank you very, very much. Guys, I want to thank all of you who are here at the bottom of the 5th inning. Beats, Al Red Sox fan. I watched both your games today. Thank you very much for playing them. Very, very well done. I like your Diamond Mine. I like your idea. If they could put the ballpark up there, that'd be beautiful for me in Diamond Mine. Al's game went well, though. The Red Sox finally lost one to the O's, 8-3. Just wasn't their night, Al. That's all. And that wasn't their night in Action PC. Beatles, I loved your game. It was beautiful. I enjoy watching them. I really do. I try to get time when I'm at work because I'm not allowed to have the sound up. I watch you guys as a silent movie. It's even more fun. Makes it interesting. I got to pay attention. D. Scott, waiting to catch your stuff. I'm hoping to catch a lot of it as we go along in time. W. Voggs is still here. I want to thank you too, but I'm not a baseball card fan, even though I got a ton of baseball cards. I've got 1989 to 1991 Dunross and Fleers. That's pretty much my extended baseball collection. I had cards when I was a kid. Used them for my bicycle. They were fun. Make great sounds. And then my mom threw them out when I got older. Didn't think I needed them. She knew then if we knew then what we do now, I'd have made a ton because I had a 1921 Babe Ruth. Bert Hooten's back on the mound. John Milner's up the plate. So far today, he is 0 for 2. He has flown out and struck out one of Bert Hooten's 2 strikeouts. Here is the pitch to Milner. And it's a 373. Both seems to be both pitchers have finally settled down. Miller's waiting. Hooten delivers, and that's popped him up. And waiting up there on the right-hand side. Who wants that ball? Garvey's calling for it as he steps back into the outfield grass. Makes the grab. We have 1 down. Pops is coming to bat. I love calling him Pops. I don't care. I think in the 1960s I ought to call him Son. Doing well. I've got him in one of my other games, so he's doing quite well at it. Willie Stargell today is 0 for 2. I take that back. He is 0 for 2. Flown out twice. Hooten's ready. Stargell's ready. Here is the pitch. A 204. And Hooten fires. That's banged up in the shallow right field. Smith's going to come on in. And he's going to make the easy one-handed grab. That is 2 down. Willie Stargell and right field have been real friends today. Ed Ott's coming up to bat. He hit the home run in the 4th inning, his 2nd of the season, to help the Pirates up to make it a 1-run game. 5-4, and his average is up to 320. He is 2 for 2 today. So far, base hit and a home run. Here is the pitch to Ed Ott. .793, the man calls it. And here we go. It's heading out that way on a hard ground ball up the middle. Gets over second base. Coming on in will be Rick Mundy. Ed Ott will take first base on a wide turn. He comes on back. He is 3 for 3 this game here, Ed Ott. One of the few Pirates right now that are just really trying to do something. Hang on here, I gotta move something. You're in the way. Okay. Alright, here we go. Phil Gardner's up. So far today, he is 1 for 2. And here is the pitch to Gardner. 8-4-1. Ott takes his lead. No, he tried to throw the stolen base. Isn't going to make it. Can't get a good lead. Give credit that Hooten was able to get a good pickoff move. He's going to send Ott back. Gardner is ready. Here is the pitch to Gardner. And it is a 4-9-2. Big hole on the right side. Garvey's got the bag, but Hooten rocks and fires. That's a tapper over to Lacey. Takes it and fires to Garvey. That is 3 down. And at the end of 5.5 innings, it is LA 5, Pittsburgh 4. Coming to bat for the LA Dodgers will be Jerry Grody, Happy Hooten, and Vic Davalillo. We're here on a beautiful night here in Los Angeles. And as they announced the crowd, 35,297 to show up here on a Monday night game here on the grass at LA at Dodger Stadium. A good crowd tonight to enjoy the baseball game. Coming up is Jerry Grody. Here is the pitch. He is 2 for 2. And here is the pitch. He swings and misses. Goes down on strikes. That is Blyleven's 5th strikeout. And he finally solved Brody this game. Coming up is Bert Hooten. He is 0 for 1. He has flown out to center field and got a sacrifice bunt. Blyleven's ready. Hooten's ready. Here we go. And it is a 7-6-7. Hooten got a piece of that ball. Looks like it's heading towards right. Hit out that way right at Parker, who had him played perfectly. We have 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Due up will be Vic Davalillo. Davalillo so far today is 2 for 3. Struck out and gotten 2 singles, and he has an RBI. Here is the pitch to Vic Davalillo. And it's a 2-4-0. He hits it high, he hits it wide, it's a line drive, and right over straight to Moreno for the out. We have 3 down. A 1-2-3 grateful inning for Bert Blyleven. I just thought of that. It's the first game I've had where I've got both Berts pitching. Nice little thought to have. Due up for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Mario Mendoza. We're in the top of the 7th inning here. Mario Mendoza. Bert Blyleven, though they may bring in a pinch hitter for Blyleven. I don't have control over that, like I said. And Frank Taveras. Mario Mendoza so far today is 0 for 1. He has one of the Pirates' 4 runs, though. He scored one of the ones in the 2nd inning. Hooten is back on the mound. And here in the top 7th inning, here is the pitch. And it is a 4-6-0. Mendoza's got a part of that ball banged in the air, high to left field, but Davalillo comes right at it. Didn't even have to hardly move. Makes a couple of steps. Makes the easy grab, and we have 1 down. Coming up is Bert Blyleven. Bert Blyleven today is 1 for 2. Got his first hit of the season so far this game. Blyleven takes 10 turns to get it in, and no! They have called him back. Steve Bry will be coming into pitch. So far this season, he's batting .194. No home runs, 7 RBIs. Nobody on base. Hooten's ready for him, though. Here is the pitch to Bry. And it is a 3-2-2. And Bryce got a piece of that heading out towards Ron Say. It's popped up behind the mound near third base. Say is waiting for it, calls everybody off, makes the easy grab. We have 2 down. First play he's had to make so far this game. Everything's been flyouts off to the outfield. Frank Taveras is coming up this time. He is 1 for 3. Has 2 RBIs, though. He's knocked in 2 of the 4 Pittsburgh runs. Knocked him into the 2nd inning on a base hit. He tried to steal a base, or he's flown out, like I said, and struck out. Here is the pitch. Taveras' 4th time up. Here is the pitch. And Hooten's ready. Get ready to fire it on in. He's ready and deals. And he struck out Taveras. Taveras ready to get that one. And as everybody knows that song, Al, lead us to the song. Well, I got something in my throat. That was the 2nd strikeout in a row to Frank Taveras. Grant Jackson's coming in to pitch for the Pittsburgh Pirates here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Has a record of 3-2, ERA of 6.28 in the league so far this year. Struck out 12, walked 5. Does have a rather high whip. See what else he's done so far this game. We'll take a look-see here. In real life, he was 7-5. Had gotten to 60 games. He's a middle reliever or partial closer. 5 saves. Gave up 5 home runs in 77 innings. So he's got a decent rate. My whip is just a little bit higher than his, but that could come down as the season goes on. But so far, he's given up 3 home runs so far in 14 innings. So he does give up the long ball. Has 1 wild pitch. Still, he's got good control, decent control anyway, and left-handers have definitely got his number this season. Bill Russell is coming to bat. He is, so far today, he is 0 for 3. Here is the pitch to Russell. It is a 1-3-6. Jackson's ready. Ground ball over to Stargell, and he'll beat Russell to the bag for the out on this one here. 3 unassisted. We have 1 down. Russell is 0 for 4 this game here. Just having a hard time. So isn't Reggie Smith. Reggie Smith is lined out, flown out, and grounded out. Jackson's on the mound. Ready to go. Here we go to Smith. 1 down in the bottom of the 7th inning. And it is a 1-9-0. He's got a piece of that ball heading out towards right field, driven in the gap towards right center field. Parker is chasing it down on the run, and he picks it off for the out on a nice running grab. Flips it back in. Fans cheered the play on that one. There was a great catch by Parker, and we are ready to go. Jackson's just sort of taking his time so Parker can catch his breath a little bit. And coming to bat will be the Penguin, Ron Say. Ron Say so far today is 0 for 3. He has flown out, struck out, and flown out. Pittsburgh Pirates so far 5 strikeouts in this game, but Happy Hooten's catching up. And Ron Say's ready to go. Here is the pitch to Ron Say in the bottom of the 7th inning. A 3-9-6. He got it hold out, right high bounder over to the left-hand side. Gardner has to reach up, pulls and sucks it back in. Fires quickly over to first for the out as he gets Pisse running. A 1-2-3 inning for the Pittsburgh Pirates. For the Pittsburgh Pirates. Sorry about that. At the end of 7 full, Pittsburgh Pirates 4 runs, 7 hits. The Dodgers 5 runs, 9 hits. In a very well played game after the jittery 2nd inning here in this game. We've got one going. I love you while playing the Mets. You're having a good time with that. Oh, how'd it go? Oh, good. Lockwood gets the... That's an interesting thing. Lockwood gets the win. Tom Seaver gets the save. You just had Lockwood get his 12th save yesterday. Very, very good. Oh, God. D. Scott, I'll tell you what. I'm not that much younger than you are, and if I can do this, anybody can. It's not that hard to put a channel up. Now, if I could put a channel up on Twitch, that would be the game. But I got to pay for that one there because I also got to get sponsorship. But yeah, you can do it, Scott. Pick a game, pick a genre. I'd love to see more trivia up here. I found out I was watching the game last night with Al. Picked up 4 more subscriptions, and one of them for, God, he does Game of Thrones. Oh man, I'm ready for the season. God, am I ready for Game of Thrones. Yes! Soccer Blast. And I'll tell you what, if you really want something, watch Dave Little. If he ever shows up today, I hope he does. Has he got a voice for basketball? Beatles, you'd love just listening to him. Never mind that you have a hard time with the game. Listen to Dave Little do basketball. He has a great time with it. He's got a beautiful voice to go for it. He won't do soccer, though, so... I think Beatles ought to take pictures. I think Beatles ought to turn around and see if you can do... yeah, you're going to get it tonight, Beatles. You left the Netherlands women's field hockey team. All that orange, just tight. Oh, my God. Here we go, top of the 8th inning. Omar Moreno, Dave Parker, John Milner. We are in a real tight one here for the Pittsburgh Pirates LA Dodgers. It is starting to get ready. It's starting to get towards cardiac time. Here is the pitch to Omar Moreno. And it is a 9-3-6 as we speak, kiddies. That one's heading out towards left field. That's going to be bit into a hit, and Dave Leo has to get over there to pick that ball up. Fires it back in as quick as he can to hold Omar to a single as he took a real wide turn. Moreno gets his base hit. And I almost guarantee he's going to try for a second shot at stealing second base. Welcome to cardiac baseball, kiddies. I knew it would come. After Hooten was shutting them down right and left, here we go. Parker's at the plate. Moreno's at first. Is he going to try to steal second base here off Hooten? Takes his lead. And can't get a good lead. Hooten's able to get over there. And he's got to hold Moreno back. Parker's coming up for the swing. Here we go. Here is the pitch to Dave Parker. 2-9-4. And the next pitch. Swung on, that is hit hard into the hole. Right stop by Lacey. Throws Russell over the first, second over to Garvey for the double play. First double play of the game for the Dodgers on a 4-6-3. Great snag by Lacey to get that ball in there. It was a hard ball to grab. 4-6-3. John Miller's coming up the bat. Great double play, and Miller is up to the plate in the top of the 8th inning, and Hooten looks like he may have gotten out of a jam. Here is the pitch to Miller. 4-6-3. Very good. And a 3-7-7. Hooten tells you right, here we come. Here is the pitch swung on, and that's a hard ground ball towards first base. Garvey's able to grab it right there in front of the bag. Just placed his foot over there. Miller didn't even have to run hard on that one there. Makes the stop, and we have 3 down. At the end of 7.5 innings, it is the LA Dodgers 5 runs, 9 hits, no errors. Pittsburgh Pirates 4 runs, 8 hits, and no errors. Due up for the LA Dodgers is Steve Garvey, Rick Mundy, and Lee Lacey. Steve Garvey is batting .360 so far. Now he's 2 for 3 today. Scored 2 runs. Here is the pitch to Garvey. And it is a 4-9-7. That's heading out in towards center field. Lifted up there, but it's not deep enough. Reynolds coming in to make a few steps, and he is able to make the easy play. 1 down in the bottom of the 8th inning. Rick Mundy's coming to bat. He is 2 for 2 with a walk, has an RBI, and has scored a run. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning here at Dodger Stadium. Grant Jackson is on the mound for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Will he be able to hold out for the whole inning? Here is the pitch. And it is a 6-6-0. And Grant Jackson flips that one in, gets a piece of money, hits his toe, and he's going to be taken out. Rick Mundy is hit by a pitch ball. That's the second hit batter of this game. The first was in the first inning. I don't think Grant Jackson did it on purpose as it got it down towards his foot. Mundy's leaping around a little bit, and he will walk to first base. Lee Lacey is at the plate. So far today, he is 1 for 3, 2 RBIs. Does have a run scored. Bruce Keeson is in the pitch. He is 1-0 so far this season. 11 innings thrown. 6 strikeouts, 4 walks. Again, another rather high whip. Left-handers seem to have his number. He's played in 10 games so far this season. He's been a short reliever. Comes on in just in time that it'll be his turn to bat. Pinch hitter. He's got 2 wild pitch though, and has been known to hit batters this season. Just a little bit on the wild side. In real life, in 1978, he was 6-6. Only started 11 games. 62 strikeouts, 39 walks, only 4 hit batters. So he's done quite well. And he only gave up 3 home runs in 96 innings. That's an excellent ratio. Definitely he is a low ball hitter. Here is the pitch to Lee Lacey. Mundy's at first. And it is a 1-2-5. Keeson bears down. Here we go on the rubber. And swing and a miss, gets him down at the knees. Lacey couldn't get that slider quick enough. Nice breaking ball by Bruce Keeson. And we have 2 out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Rick Mundy's at first base. Jerry Grody is our batter. He's 2 for 3 today. Struck out, double, single, RBI, scored a run. Here is the pitch by Keeson. And it's a 1-1-7. Gets him out there, hits it towards Taveras as he winds, cocks, and fires. Line hard over the shortstop, and Taveras able to handle this ball. A 1-2, almost pretty much a good 3-out inning here for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Strands Bundy at first base. No runs, no hits, no one run left on base. And we're in the top of the 9th inning. Happy Hooten's going for the complete game here on a 5-4 lead. Coming up is Willie Stargell, Ed Ott, and Phil Gardner. Welcome to Cardiac Baseball. It is pucker power time, especially if we get a runner on base, guys. You know the way the game plays here. So, it is definitely Cardiac Baseball. We know where the tape is going to go after we get done. Here is the pitch. Okay, and it is a 4-3-9. Stargell's waiting. Hooten delivers. And that's line right straight to Russell. It got right at him. He had to just sort of step to the side a little bit, grab the ball. And we have one down. Line shot to Russell, who started to tire just a little bit. He's getting away line outs. Ed Ott's coming up to bat. He is 3 for 3 today. He has a perfect game. Home run, RBI, 2 singles. His second of the season. Congratulations, Ed Ott. This bud is for you. And here is the pitch. It is a 5-5-5. That's heading towards Garvey. Slapped over there. Garvey feels it with one knee and hands over to Hooten, who has to get the out for him. 3-1 on the play. And coming up is Phil Gardner. Last hope for a tie ball game for the Pittsburgh Pirates in the 9th inning. Do not sell Gardner short. He does have some pop, and he can definitely help out here. Hooten is ready to go. Here is the pitch. Oh, 5-6, soon it could have been a 9. It fell over, guys, I swear to God. And that is it, taking his time. Here's the pitch. A chopper pass. Hooten Russell is collected in front of towards second base. Fires it over to retired Gardner. That is the game. Bert Hooten gets a complete game here for the LA Dodgers as the Dodgers edge the Pirates 5-4 in a very hard-fought game, especially after the 4th inning. It was a shaky start. Strong finish for both teams. Let me set this up real quick for you. Bring this in right here. Come on in. I got a lot of information out here in the games now, guys, so that's why it takes a little bit extra time. There we go. Player of the game is going to be Lee Lacy. 1 for 4 with his 2 RBIs. I'm real surprised about that. Hooten does get the thing here. And just because I did it once, and once again, it's what we call Dodgers baseball. Love Dodgers baseball, guys. However, just because it's me, you guys got to know this one's coming. I didn't do it earlier, but over today at Gonzales Murphy Buick, we are having our first one-price sale on 50 Buick Regals. Only $5,888. Look for the special sticker sale. This is at Gonzales Murphy Buick over at 9099 West Washington Avenue, Culver City, California. Phone number 213-837-1211. And pick yours out today before they're all gone at your nearby Target Buick dealer in Culver City. Here we go, guys. And yes, I love doing that just to make you all crazy. I signed up for newspapers.com. For $74, I've got 6 months. I've got it for 6 months. I can go back to the dead ball era. I can even, in the Boston papers, go all the way back to almost the Revolutionary War. So I can do it. Okay, you guys know I don't like that. I like this one better. Let's go to the pitchers. As the dean of all the broadcasters taught us, Al, Red Sox fan, we always go to the pitchers first. Again, Lee Lacy was the player of the game. Bert Hooten has his 2nd complete game of the season. So far, he has more complete games than the entire Boston Red Sox 2018 team. Bert Hooten goes to 5-1. Bert Blyleven drops to 4-2. All the Reds obviously scored in the first 4 innings. For Bert Blyleven, he gave up 5 runs on 9 hits, 3 doubles, no home runs, struck out 5, had a wild pitch, and he walked 1. Grant Jackson came in, pitched an inning in 3rd before he hit Rick Monday, and they took him out. He was getting tired anyway. And Bruce Keesha finished it up and struck out one batter here for 2/3 of an inning. 6 strikeouts all told for the Pirates, go along with 1 walk. Again, they gave up 3 doubles, a couple of them back-to-back. And that's what happened in the second inning. Bert Hooten came in, pitched 9 decent innings. I'm not going to call it a solid game. Did bring his ERA down to 3.0. They both actually ERAs went up, not down, in this game here for both starting pitchers. Bruce Keeson, though, is down. 4 runs, all earned on 8 hits. Did give up that home run to Ed Ott. Got a walk, and he struck out 3. For the batters, and we'll go to the Pirates first because they unfortunately did finish on the short end of this one here in cardiac baseball. The duplicate hitters for starters would be Ed Ott. He went 3 for 4, scored 2 of the 4 runs for the Pirates on a home run RBI. Raised his average to 325. The Pirates have some good hitters over here. They got 4 of them hitting over, or 5 over hitting over 300. Omar Moreno went 2 for 4, brought his average up to 270. Did get caught stealing, though, in the first inning. Frank Tavares did not have a Frank Tavares game, though he had 2 of the 4 Pirate RBIs. His average dropped down to 317. He struck out twice, though, unfortunately, the last 2 times he was up. Phil Gardner got another base hit. Mario Mendoza gets credit for an RBI for a run scored as he reached on his batter. And Bert Blyleven got his first hit of the season and got an RBI to go with it. As again, Ed Ott got his second home run of the season. Omar Moreno was caught for the 11th time this year, and Mario Mendoza the second time he was hit. The Pirates, all told, left only 3 runners on base in this entire game. As I've talked to Mark, if he does it right, he's going to pick up, I'm hoping he's going to pick up and National Pastime 3 stat package. I'm not going to ask him for out of the park. That's an entirely different package. But if he can get National Pastime 3's package and get it in here and program it in here, we're going to be all set. And that's what I sort of helped him with. For the Dodgers, we have 4 multiple hitters. Vic Davalillo, the old Warrior, went 2 for 4. Raised his average up to 308. Got an RBI, struck out once. Steve Garvey, 2 for 4. Hit a double, scored 2 runs for the Dodgers, and he struck out. His average is now 357. Rick Monday is 2 for 2 with a walk and a hit batter. He got hit by a pitch. Got an RBI, though, scored a run. Lee Lacy is getting the player of the game for the 2 RBIs. That can go. It's a good thing for the kid. And Jerry Grody, the old Met catcher, went 2 for 4. RBI, struck out once. Garvey's got his 8th double of the season. Lee Lacy has got his first double. Very good for him. Jerry Grody got his second. Happy Hooten hit his 3rd sacrifice hit, and Monday was hit by a pitch. The Dodgers did participate in a double play, and they left 6 on base. So, let me export it by myself right now real quick. And up to the minute, guys. I will come out of here. I got my last game is the Cardinals versus the Padres. The Cardinals are in last place, by the way. Bob Force is 0 for 6. I got a couple pictures like that. Real quick, I'll give you a couple of quick figures in here. The standings so far for both leagues. The American League is done as of May 15th. The Detroit Tigers are leading the Boston Red Sox by 8 1/1000ths of a percentage point. And Tigers just caught up. The Red Sox right now lost. The Tigers are on a 4-game winning streak. The Red Sox lost to Kansas City 6-2. The Brewers are 4.5 back, and the Yankees are still sitting there at about 500. We will keep an eye on them. After all, this is 1978, guys. So we'll see what happens there. The Orioles are 12-19. They started the season out like 2-15. They've been on a roll. As you can see, they're 6-4 right now. Kansas City Royals right now are the 2nd best team. They lead the California Angels. They've been back and forth all season. They are leading them by a game. The Texas Rangers are 5 back. The Texas Rangers are currently on a 7-game winning streak. Ferguson Jenkins just won one for them. I believe it was a 5-2 game. I look at the scores too. Minnesota Twins not bad. Seattle's not doing bad for their 2nd year. I'm waiting to catch you. I'm waiting to catch you when you finally have a couple of the expansion teams play, the Seattle or Toronto. I'd like to see what they did how they do it in Action PC in their first game. Oakland right now is the worst team, and it's not that bad because they're hitting pretty good. It's their pitching. In the National League in 1978, Yes, that is the New York Mets. Got a 4.5 game lead on the Montreal Expos. That is exactly how the game has been running. In 1978, the Mets were not that good. Pittsburgh there's in third place. It's not for any reason, and I'm almost on top of them. They're 14-16 for real. Phillies are right behind them. They're not doing bad. Mike Schmidt, though, is having a horrendous year. The Cardinals are right there, 10-24. In the National League West, the Dodgers are the best team in the majors. They are 26-7. They've got a 6.5 game lead on San Francisco. This is San Francisco. I'm enjoying it. It's Willie McCovey's last season that he played in Major League Baseball, and he will be missed. Cincinnati Reds are 8 games back. They're trying to play a little game catch-up. Tom Seaver's trying to get his game going here. Houston's 14-16. They're playing decent ball themselves, and Atlanta is the worst team in baseball at 8-22. Just can't get their act together. They've got the bats, but they don't have the pitching. Four other reports here, and we're hoping I'm getting these guys to fix this too. Like I said, I've got 2 players hitting 400. But let me do this the right way. In the American League, Al Oliver's hitting 419 for Texas. That is Pudge Fisk in second place, hitting 377. Thurman Munson, before he died, I've got him at 353, but that's going to probably go by the wayside. Craig Reynolds in Seattle's a surprise, 373. I don't look at OBP. I don't look at slugging percentage. And OPS. Back in 78, I could, I'm not one of those types, guys. It just don't mean anything to me. That means Al Oliver can get on base. That's all it does. Home runs. Larry Heisel, the Milwaukee Brewers, has 14. He leads the American League. Freddie Lynn and Jim Rice are next. Rusty Staub, who was playing for Detroit in 1978, got 8 home runs. This is before he went to Montreal, I think, or after he left. 1-2. And Andre Thornton starting to catch up with Cleveland. Runs scored, that is right. Jim Rice, Carl Yastrzemski showing some youth here in 1978, and Rick Burleson. And Carlton Fisk. The Red Sox do have the most runs scored, and their pitching is still a little bit on the suspect side, especially the relief corps. RBIs, Larry Heitzel and Fred Lynn are tied at 36. Jim Rice, Al Oliver right there with Rusty Staub of the Tigers. Stolen bases, Willie Wilson has 14. Bergkamp and Harrison, his old age has all of a sudden developed youth. He has 13, and Ron LaFleur of the Detroit Tigers has 12. Jim Rice has the most hits, so does Carlton Fisk. They're at each other. Al Oliver just caught up. Mario Guerrero of the Oakland A's has 48 hits. He's doing quite well now. Reggie Jackson has the worst eye of baseball. He's 37 strikeouts, followed by Clell Hobson. And everybody knows Butch Hobson's strikeout record. Jim Rice also has one with Gorman Thomas. Roy Howell of the Toronto Blue Jays right now is leading the American League in doubles, followed by Don Baylor and Carlton Fisk. Funniest thing, guys, Don Baylor, I've got him going. He's going pretty strong. I've yet to throw him a home run. Go figure. He has yet to hit a home run in this game. That's like my 1965 NP3. Carl Yastrzemski has 1 home run, and we're almost halfway in the season. Buddy Bell, Al Bunbury, and we've got a 5-way tie going here for triples. Buddy Bell, Al Bunbury, Rick Burleson, Mario Guerrero, and Clint Hurdle. Freddie Lynn leads the league in walks. He's got a good eye here. Sacrifice hits is Hoskin Powell, followed by, yes, him. Sacrifice flies is Dan Meyer and Bruce Bocty of Seattle. They've got quite a few of them out there. And Mario Guerrero's got the worst arm. He's got 15 errors, followed by LeVar Blanks and Bill Stein of Seattle. That is the American League. On a quickie. In the National League, and that's batting. So, guys, bear with me, like I said. Dave Winfield has a 419 average for the San Diego Padres, followed by Pete Rose hitting 372, and that is Jack Clark, who I call one of the most intense players in the game of baseball. And I believe he was that way when he was with the Red Sox for a while, too. Dave Parker's not batting 361. As you can see, Steve Garvey's in 5th now. Again, I bypassed these 3 categories. George Foster has 12 home runs, followed by Jack Clark of San Francisco. Dave Parker, Bob Boone, Steve Henderson are next. No, I'm not getting 40 and 50 home runs. I don't see it happening. And in all honesty, guys, that's the way I like it. It's a good, clean game, and it's just the way it plays. That's because I refuse to use the game's dice. If it was the game's dice, these numbers would be higher. Steve Garvey leads the National League in runs. He has 29. Davey Lopes is right behind him, so the Dodgers just going to town. Dave Parker and Jack Clark are right there with them. RBI leaders is Jack Clark. He has 35. George Foster has 33. Steve Garvey, Rick Mundy, and Dave Parker all have 32. Cesar Cedeno of Houston has the 12. Omar Moreno has 11. Ozzie Smith, the Wizard of Oz, and Davey Lopes also are out there. Davey Lopes had the day off, by the way. That's why we didn't see him play. Dave Winfield has the most hits, followed by Pete Rose, which is obvious. Steve Garvey has 50, so he's been doing quite a bit of batting. Cesar Geronimo of Cincinnati has struck out 34 times, followed by Rick Mundy of the Dodgers. And Dale Murphy of the Atlanta Braves. This was his rookie year. Full rookie year. Pete Rose, where he belongs, leads the league in doubles with Dave Winfield. Art Howell was surprised, who eventually became the manager, 13. And Ken Griffey Sr. has 12. He has a kid, by the way, guys. He may grow up to be a baseball player one day. May even get a nickname. A rarity in baseball these days. Davey Lopes of the Dodgers has 5 triples, followed by Dave Parker. Reggie Smith actually leads the league in walks. Still has a good eye. He always has had a good eye. John Candyman, and you see the pitchers here. They'll lead in sacrifice hits. I don't mind that. Candyman and Rick Russell are out. This before Rick Russell got traded to San Francisco. Joe Morgan has the most sacrifice flies, followed by Steve Ontiveros and Bill Robinson. And Bill Allman of the Padres. The Padres have a fielding issue. Bill Allman and Gene Richards. Pitching. John the Count Montefusco is the only pitcher that has an ERA below 2. This league here, I'm a little bit high on the pitching where it belongs, but it will get there, I think, in the long run. Now that I've got everything going right and the dice are starting to fall into place. Phil Niekro's throwing the most innings along with Steve Rogers, 66 2/3, and Eric Rasmussen of the Cardinals. The Count has 6 wins along with Steve Rogers. Happy Hooten just picked up his 5th. J.R. Richard has his 5th. Steve Rogers has 5 complete games, followed by Vita Blue and the Count with 3. It's just the way things go, guys. Once they get the red, and unless I'm looking at, maybe I can get it out here in the inning, I'll pull it for bullpen. I don't have a problem. As long as if the game doesn't call for it, it's going to happen anyway. Skip Lockwood. This is what I was laughing at, Al. My save leader in 1978 is Skip Lockwood, 11. He had 10 all season. It's just the way it's falling in for the Mets. J.R. Richard leads the National League in strikeouts, 73. He also leads the league in walks. Phil Niekro's the surprise right behind him at 61. Woody Fryman's given the most long balls, followed by Happy Hooten. Or the least, actually. It's what that is. That's the least. Tom Seaver, Bill Force. I think that's wrong, but we'll figure that out. Oh, that's why. Hold on. There we go. Bill Bonham leads the league in home runs. Sorry about that. Hits in 9 innings. I don't worry about. Strikeout 9 I don't have. And walks in 9. The least walks in 9, by the way. That's Craig Swan, followed by, of all people, Gaylord Perry. Spitball works, guys. And in the American League, John Matlack has the ERA lead right now with 2.49. Bill Lee is in there with 278 for the Red Sox, and 2 California pitchers are in there. Ex-Red Sox Don Ossie and Chris Knapp. Innings pitched, Dennis Eckersley leads with 71, followed by Roger Erickson of the Mets. Frank Tanana of California is in there with them. Dennis Eckersley and Paul Splittorff both have 7 wins. Jerry Augustine just got his first loss. He has 5 wins, though. Dennis Eckersley has 7 complete games. So does John Matlack. Frank Tanana has 6. I like this. The Mad Hungarian has 6 saves so far this season, followed by Dick Drago of Boston and John Hiller of Detroit. Frank Tanana, 46 strikeouts. There's not as much over here. A lot of hitting over here. Dennis Eckersley is 44. Von Ryan's Express is 41. Jim Palmer's given up the most home runs this season. He's given up 12. Dennis Leonard's right behind him. Kansas City. And Fergie Jenkins has the best walk ratio. Out of 29 innings, he averages 1 walk. Very well done for Ferguson Jenkins. So far, I will say we're about a quarter into the season, or almost a third. And as I look at the awards real quick, they're looking at predicting. Come on. Come on. Dave Parker in the National League for the Most Valuable Player. Steve Rogers for the Cy Young Award. In the American League, Jim Rice and Paul Splittorff. I want to thank D. Scott, Beatles, Al, of course, Bobby, who was in here for a while, V. Woggs, who was in here for a while, Dave Gardner. I want to thank you. I hope everybody enjoyed. Yep, Jack the Ricker Clock. I want to thank everybody who enjoyed the game. Again, if I sounded snarky yesterday about not being able to do the game, I'm sorry. I apologize right off the bat. That's not my way. I got to enjoy some decent baseball though at the same time, so I'm not going to complain. Al, I'm hoping you're going to broadcast. Love watching your stuff. See what's going on here. And I want to thank everybody. I hope everybody has a great time. As Al knows, and Beatles, welcome back to America. Thank you for having the snow go around the world just to greet you. We're calling for 15 to 24 inches up here in Maine on Saturday and Sunday. Al, I think you're going to get hammered too. I'm not sure over there in the Berkshires or in the Valley. So you be careful, okay, guys, over this weekend. I want to see everybody Monday night. We'll do a game Monday night just so I can know if everybody made it out of the snow. And because it's going to be snowing like a bat, I am going to probably broadcast a couple of games over the weekend. And we'll go from there. I'll see what I can go. If you have a preference for a game, before I hang this thing up in here, if you have a preference for a season or a year, I'll do it. I have 1903, 1908, 1929, 1965, 1968, 1978, 2018, the Gurley Manley League. And that is in Digital Diamond. I will not be doing National Pastime 3. I'm still not on speaking terms with them at this time. Everybody take care. Have a great and wonderful night. Thank you very much for coming and see what we can do. I will do that, Beatles. Consider one of the games. I will consider both. I will do one Saturday and one Sunday, guys. Before I'll figure out what time the Patriots game is on Sunday. Then we'll do that one. But yes, Year of the Pitchers are going strong. Thank you guys very much. Have a good evening.